Welcome. This is Bobby O from Bobby's Tech World, and today I've got an awesome product for you, the Motorola Moto G. This phone is pretty awesome. It's been around, I guess, since late last year. I finally got around to getting one of these phones because the market is just so great for this. It's one of the top 5, prepaid phones out there. For a relatively good price. I mean, I got it for about 180 bucks. It's 16 gig. I mean, it comes right out with KitKat. It's pretty much pure Google. It's not the Google Play edition, but it does have a lot of fancy things. I decided to get this instead of the other one because of some of the extra tweaks that Motorola likes to put on their devices. So you got KitKat. It'll pretty hold true to any of the updates that come up. You've got yourself, a 1.2 gig quad-core processor, CPU, which is not that bad. Alright, it does come with 1 gig of RAM. Not too bad. There's still a lot of phones out there with 1 gig of RAM. It's just not a big deal. For a prepaid phone like this, that's just not that bad. You got this one here is a 16 gig internal. There is no external SD card slot, so you'll have to just deal with what's internal. It's fine, because if you have a Nexus device like the Nexus 5 or the Nexus 7, then you know what it's like not to have one. But we're going to be digging into this bad boy. We'll be hooking up OTG cables, so we'll have our own little external device. What else do we have here? The display is going to be 4.5 inch. I'll get to that here in a second. You've got Gorilla Glass, 5 megapixel, like this is the phone, but 5 megapixel camera on the rear, 1.3 in the front, which is not that bad. It's GSM unlocked, so you can pretty much go to any carrier you want, I think, except for Verizon. But right now I'm not in the States. It should work anywhere in the world. You just got to know what your tower frequencies are and stuff like that. Once again, it is a cell phone, so it has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Let's see here. So let's get to the unboxing and we'll have some fun. And here we are. So once again, Moto G. So let's go ahead and open this. As a matter of fact, I really like this box. It's kind of tiny, but yet it's got some stability to it. So if you were to get it mailed to you or mailed across overseas, anything like that, it's going to take quite a bit of a beating. Now, I've already opened it once. I pulled this little tag off you see over here. This little tag was attached to the bottom of the phone where the charger was. So what I did was I opened this back cover off, took that out so I can charge this thing up to 100%. But I have not turned it on. So let's move this. Well, before I get the box out of the way, I'm just going to show you. What's in there is just your cable here. Alright, and you got your cable and the Moto, nice little book here, some paperwork here, which if you're like me, yeah, we'll read that when we have a problem. So we'll go and push that aside. So let's move on to the phone. Alright, had to back the camera out just a little bit so we can see what we're doing here. So this is what we get, is just pretty much the box, the charger cable, but we don't get an outlet charger, so you'll just have to pick one up. Chances are you probably already have something that works for that. So this is the phone, Moto G, pretty freaking sturdy. It's very solid, doesn't feel like it's loose, like something's rattling in there. It's really nice. You got your volume buttons down, up, your power button up top here, which I really like is the center, earphone jack, where you can stick it in there and slide it in your pocket and it stays in the center. I really like that, along with the charger port being in the center and the bottom. I just like it because if you stick it in, let's say you're like if you have a little cubby in your car, you just slide the phone in there and then this can stay out and it's not sideways like the old Motorola's. So, which, mind you, this is a part of a series which is really cool, because I also have the Droid Bionic, which is a really fantastic phone that I've had for quite a while, and the Droid X. Okay, this one's really cool too. So I've got like the Droid family. Now if you see, they got the charger on the side here. Same thing with this one on the side. It was kind of cool when you docked it, but other than that, it just got in your way because it stuck out like this. So it's cool. They first step, second step, and then they move on up to this step, which very enjoyable, kind of neat. So this is those two phones there. So back to this guy. All right, the cover is really cool. The backing here. You can change the colors of this. You can order all different types of whatever your flavor is. You got that little dimple here. Comes with a flash. You got your speaker. You got your 5-megapixel camera. Really neat. And down below here you got your microphone port right there. So to get this cover off, you do have to get a little bit of force, but I found it easy to stick your finger right in here. Not going too far if you've got some long acrylics or something like that. So you just go ahead and pull this open here. Okay, now the cover's off. Alright, it takes a little bit of prying to get this sucker off, but that's pretty cool. I kind of like, you know, solidness with that cover, with it staying on, not falling off on you or something like that. So here's the backing. What's inside? You got yourself a sealed battery. I'm sure there's plenty of forums out there on how to get that off. As a matter of fact, this one guy had hooked up a wireless charger to this. Pretty neat. So anyway, moving on. There's not too much to the back. Here's your speaker area. Alright, so you have a spot here for your SIM card. Alright, so wherever company you decide to go through, you just stick it in here. There was a supposed spot for like a external SD card, but this model does not have it. They do have a 4G model that has, you know, if you want to pay a little bit more money, it'll, you know, get you up into the $220 range, somewhere around there. So, you know, if that's your flavor, then go for it. So here it is. I'm going to put the cover back on, and then we're going to boot her up. Alright, cover's back on. Okay, cover's on, so now we're going to go ahead and just going to peel this plastic off here, and then we're going to turn her on. Wow, that's pretty fancy there. I'm not used to this Motorola, you know, boot animation here. It's pretty neat. I like it. Alright, so this is the usual. We'll just go through the, you know, settings and get it back up and running just like you would see on any Droid device. There we go. And we're back at the very beginning. So now that we have everything hooked up or logged in and stuff, so I'm just going to hit OK. So this is really cool. I love the see-through touch buttons down here. This is really neat. Move down, that's what I like there. We go over here. Alright, just like a standard Android AOSP, which is pretty sweet. Let's go over here to settings. Let's go on down to About Phone, and let's see where we're at. KitKat version 4.4.2. Let's zoom in a little bit better on that. There you go, 4.4.2. So that is really cool. Model number, Moto G. This is basically your phone. You can go through all of the settings here. What I like, see they offer, you know, FM radio. With this version here, you have some special features with the camera, from what I heard, versus the Google. What the heck? Oh, well, yeah, the Google Play edition, but that's something to figure out in here, because if you look here, it's pretty pure. There's not a whole lot of bloat whatsoever on this thing. This is just about what you're going to get on any like pure blood Google phone or device and stuff. So there's your camera. There's some sensors up in here. This is pretty much the phone in its glory here. I'm going to be going through it, playing around with it and stuff, and seeing how this thing operates. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Oh, and by the way, this screen, the icons, I mean, these look like they pop right out at you. It's really nice. So, but okay, I hope y'all enjoy this video.